Fuel crisis deepens in South Africa as government extends tax relief. Somali piracy returns as 3 ships hijacked in 1 week. Fuel crisis deepens in South Africa as government extends tax relief. Across Africa's most industrialized economy, pressure is mounting as a fuel crisis begins to take a deeper toll on everyday life. South Africa is now extending its fuel tax cuts in an effort to cushion the impact of rising global oil prices for millions of citizens. The effects are already being felt: higher transport costs, rising food prices, and increasing financial strain. The government's decision to extend tax relief comes as global oil markets remain unstable, driven by ongoing geopolitical tensions and supply disruptions. These global shocks are pushing fuel prices higher, and for a country heavily reliant on imports, the impact is immediate. To ease the burden, officials have stepped in, reducing fuel levies temporarily. But analysts warn, this may only be a short-term solution. Tax cuts can provide temporary relief, but they don't solve the underlying problem of global supply instability. Prices could continue rising, and it's not just fuel. As transport costs increase, the price of essential goods, from food to basic services, is also climbing. This is placing additional pressure on households already struggling with the cost of living. Many residents say they are being forced to make difficult choices, cutting back on daily expenses just to afford transportation and basic needs. Meanwhile, businesses are also feeling the heat, from logistics companies to small retailers. Rising fuel costs are squeezing profit margins and threatening operations. Some are already passing the costs on to consumers, adding to inflation concerns. The government insists it is doing everything possible to stabilize the situation, but acknowledges that long-term solutions will require broader economic reforms and energy diversification. Experts say investing in alternative energy sources could help reduce dependence on global oil markets in the future. But for now, the immediate concern remains clear. As fuel prices continue to rise, the question remains: how long can temporary relief measures hold? And what does this mean for the future of Africa's largest economy? We'll keep tracking this developing story. Somali piracy returns as 3 ships hijacked in 1 week. Good day, and welcome. A growing threat is once again emerging off the coast of Africa, and it's raising global alarm. Piracy, once thought to be under control, is making a dangerous comeback in Somalia. In just 1 week, 3 vessels have been hijacked by armed groups operating along the Somali coastline. These attacks signal a troubling shift, suggesting that organized piracy networks may be rebuilding after years of decline. Authorities say the attackers are no longer using basic tools. Instead, they are equipped with advanced navigation systems, GPS tracking, and coordinated communication networks. Experts warn that this level of sophistication points to a well-funded and highly organized operation, far from the fragmented pirate groups seen in the past. For global trade, the implications are serious. The waters off Somalia are part of one of the world's busiest shipping routes, connecting Europe, Asia, and Africa. A resurgence in piracy could disrupt billions of dollars in trade, increase shipping costs, and put countless lives at risk. Shipping companies are already on high alert, with some considering rerouting vessels to avoid danger zones. If this trend continues, we may see a return to the piracy crisis of the early 2000s, when attacks were frequent and ransom demands skyrocketed. International naval forces are now being urged to step up patrols in the region. However, maintaining constant surveillance across such vast waters remains a major challenge. Meanwhile, inside Somalia, economic hardship and political instability are believed to be fueling the resurgence, with limited opportunities and weak governance in some regions. Piracy is once again becoming an attractive option for desperate groups seeking quick profits, but for seafarers and global trade, the consequences could be severe. As the situation unfolds, the world is watching closely. Will swift action stop this resurgence, or are we witnessing the return of a global maritime crisis? And that's all we have for you today on Topical Aid News. From breaking headlines across Africa to major developments shaping the world, we remain committed to bringing you accurate, fast, and reliable updates every single time. Stay informed, stay ahead, and stay connected with us for more stories that matter.